the first part of my video didn't have sound, so I'm recording it. So I apologize if it's not like, doesn't have a lot of continuity to it. Anyway, we are going to go through the different components of the Presidential Youth Fitness so you can practice. So on Wednesday we're going to practice, and then on Friday we're going to do the actual baseline test. So the first part is jumping, and I talk about putting out something in front of you and taping it down so you don't trip over it, or something that's a little bit heavier like a belt, but it'll be better if you have something that you can jump over. All right, so here's the rest of the video. Looking down at your feet, because that's not very good for your neck. So for the jumping test, the aerobic capacity test, so your heart is supposed to be pounding. Remember, you're supposed to be out of breath, and it's supposed to be super, not super, super hard, but it's supposed to be hard enough that you're breathing and you start to sweat, all right? So you're going to jump for 1 minute, all right? And I'm not going to have you jump for 1 minute. I'm just going to play some music for 1 minute right now while you're jumping. I mean, you're going to jump for a minute. I'm just not going to time you. That's what I meant to say. All right, so here we go. Get ready. This is a 2-minute song, so I'll play half of the song, and we'll jump the entire time. So remember, you're not taking super big jumps. It's little, quick jumps, all right? Little, quick jumps. And I am going to try and set this down someplace. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. So it doesn't bounce around too much because I think it messes up the sound, but who knows. All right, get ready. We're going to jump back and forth, back and forth. Ready? Go. As fast as you can go, because it's based on the number of jumps you do in a minute. It's about halfway. Almost done. All right, good job. The hard part, I think, is going to be counting while you're doing it. So you're going to have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can count out loud, or you can count in your head. So that's the aerobic capacity part of the test. I'm out of breath. All right, students, the most important thing, we are going to do squats. So squats is muscular endurance. So it's repeating something over and over and over again until your muscles get tired. All right. So for the squats, we need to have 30 seconds. How many can you do in 30 seconds? Now, a couple of things. They have to be controlled. So when I say controlled, I mean that you can't be like bouncing up and down like this. Like that doesn't count. So remember, you need to have a chair or something that's low, a stool, and you can't rest on it. You're just going to tap it so you know that you've gone low enough. Or if you can do it in a mirror sideways like this, and so you can see when your knees have about a 90-degree angle, that will work also, all right? So one of the other most important things are your knees. We need to protect your knees. So you're going to be out in front of your ball or your chair a little ways, and then your feet need to point straight, and you are going to sit straight back down. My knees aren't going like this in, and my knees aren't going out like this. So like this, knees are straight, feet are straight. My hands are not on my thighs. They're not on my thighs. I'm going to put them on my waist, or I'm going to hold them out in front of me. So you're going to go Down and touch and up. Down and touch and up. Try and keep your eyes forward. Try and keep this part of your body nice and straight. Don't bend over like that. So feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to play a song for 30 seconds, and you are going to count. You can either count out loud or count in your head. I'm not going to count because I don't want to mess you guys up. So you're going to try and do as many as you can in 30 seconds. Go. Halfway there. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what it looks like. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Awesome job. So those are the squats. I want you to practice. Hi, students. Now we are going to talk about the curl-ups. So the curl-ups, you are going to do them for 1 minute. You have to keep a nice even pace. You may not stop. So even if you stop and you still have 20 seconds left, you don't get to restart. So it's how many you can do continuously, but you only have a minute to do them. So I can probably do curl-ups for a minute. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get to push-ups. I won't be able to do push-ups for 1 minute, so I'll just have to stop. So anyway, when you do curl-ups, you need to lay on your back. Your feet need to be bent and out in front of you. They can't be super close to you, and they can't be away from you super far. It says a 140-degree angle. We're not going to break out a protractor, so we're just going to go with whatever looks good. And then no one can hold your feet down, and you can't like tuck your feet under anything, all right? And I showed you some of the things that I've seen where people are holding onto their pants and pulling themselves up or swinging their arms. You can't do that. You can't get momentum. All right, so here we go. You have 1 minute. It needs to be nice and smooth. Your head has to go all the way back down. So when the music starts, you start, and when the music stops, you stop. If it starts to get jerky or you get tired or it's not smooth anymore, that's the point where you cut it off. All right, make sure you count. Keep a nice, good pace. And stop. Hi. All right. So the last one for muscular endurance is push-ups. So I told you that yesterday I think I only did, or the other day I think I only did 4, and the last one was a struggle. So I think I'm only going to maybe be able to do, I don't know, 3 today because I'm like a little bit sore. So you have a minute to do as many as you can. So if I do 3 and then I can't do any more in a totally planked body, I have a couple of choices. So your count is over. So if I can only do 3, that's it. That's my number. But I want you to keep practicing so you can get stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you can only do 3 in a full plank, then I want you to go to your knees and do knees, or you can go into a plank and hold a plank for the rest of the time. So this is testing your core strength. also. So we really need to make sure our core is really strong so we can keep a nice flat body. Remember, you can't have a mountain and you can't have a valley, okay? You need to have your stuffed animal or whatever you're going to have so your chest can touch it. I have my handy dandy Kleenex box so I can make sure when I go down I touch my Kleenex box, because it's too hard to see when your arms are at a 90-degree angle when you're doing your push-ups yourself. All right, I'm not looking forward to this. This is the hardest exercise for me. It probably is for you too. I don't know, but we're gonna get it done. All right, 1 minute, here we go. I did 2 because I fell on my 3rd one, so I only get 2. Hopefully I'll be a lot better. I'm gonna keep going though. All right, and stop. Hopefully you did better than 2. Okay, our last one is the sit and reach. So you saw on my video that my daughter did the sit and reach. So it's the equivalent of, there's no timer, there's no nothing. Either you can reach down and touch your toes, or you can reach around and grab your feet. So even when I am standing and I'm all stretched out, I cannot touch my toes. All right, it's not a standing exercise, but I just wanted to show you. So when you're sitting down, your legs need to be nice and straight. They can't be bent like this. Your feet need to be straight. Either you can touch your toes or you can't. It's that simple. And then either you can wrap your hands around your feet or you can't. And then I think for gold standard, we're just gonna make it, if this part of your body can lay totally flat on your legs, then that will be the gold standard. I will never be able to do any of that. I just have never been super flexible. My hamstrings and my hips are super tight, but I am going to work really, really hard. So sit down, reach. You can touch your toes or you can't touch your toes. Okay, if you can do that, reach around and see if you can grab your feet with your legs totally flat. That'll be the silver standard. And then if you can lay down flat, and I know there's plenty of you who can do that, you're super flexible, great, you can do that. All right, so you are going to practice those things. Oops, I think my camera's too low. On Friday, we will take the baseline test in all of those areas, and then we will talk about making goals and improving. So by the time we take the test the first week in March, you will be able to reach your goals. All right, have a great day.